your Los Angeles Sparks. At power forward, number 5, De'Erica Hamby. The other forward position, number 10, Kia Nurse. Starting at point guard, number 25, Lasia Clarendon. Starting at center, number 23, Azare Stevens. The other guard, number 4, Lexi Brown. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Los Angeles starters.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Our game tonight featuring the Connecticut Sun as they go up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Ryan Banafitemi. And for coaches in the league, what would you two say is the biggest challenge?
Well, to me, it's not about what happens on the floor. It's not about even the X's and O's. It's about the locker room, keeping your players happy, making sure there are some good vibes.
And for me, when we talk about hoops, it's about defense, getting a system in place and getting your players to buy in. Not everyone wants to play defense, but if you can get them to, you will be rewarded.
Now here is Stevens. Back to Nurse. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by DeWanna Bonner.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Pass to Harris. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
So effective on the drive. First, Harris anticipates, and then she accelerates.
Nurse with it. She's against Bonner. No good. Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas. The Sun on offense. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot two at the line. It's on De'Erica Hamby.
Well, something I really like about Thomas's game, she gets to the foul line a lot.
That's her first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
A physical point forward, Thomas shows a complete game. She can rebound, defend, and she's a monster on the break.
And good on both. Now Brown. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Clarendon. Makes it off the glass.
A good decision maker with a strong feel for the game. Stevens can spot open teammates whenever she's out on the court.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Carrington. Now here's Thomas. Bonner inside, defended by Nurse.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing.
Outside Clarendon. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
Good vision from Kia Nurse. So she's able to spot a wide open shooter and then set them up accordingly.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Brown. Sinks that one from the post.
Johnny Carrington.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Clarendon. Pass to Stevens. Back to Brown. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Showing she is more than just a shooter. Lexi Brown takes it inside for 2.
Now Jones. Bonner outside. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown.
That's just not enough coverage. Basically none. Defense did not look good there.
Pass to Clarendon. And the rebound goes to the Sun. To the inside. Here's Thomas. Takes it to the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O boards.
And here's Brown from the arc. And the Sparks another 3. The Sun with the lead. Here's Harrington. Pass to Harris. Here's Jones. Azare Stevens with some nice D. And here are the Sparks now. Great D that time from DeWanna Bonner. And she converts the layup.
Not afraid to do work in the trenches. Bonner has a nice touch around the rim.
Now here's Clarendon, covered by Harris. Here's Brown. That's good, and it's Lasia Clarendon with the assist. And that'll tie this game up.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Bonner. She's got 5. Pass to Harris. The 3. Clarendon grabs the miss. Here's Hamby. Now here's Nurse. Knocked away. Stevens, 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to see?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet it's more than a few.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
The Sparks with the lead. And here's Clarendon. She has 5 for 3. The shot by Brown, no good. And here's Connecticut. To the middle. Here's Thomas. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Brown. Tight defense on her. Clarendon. Unable to get that one to go. Excellent D from Alyssa Thomas. Mitchell outside. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
What control from Mitchell there. Even with the contact, she stays with it. Have to admire that kind of effort.
Pass to Brown from outside the arc. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Look at how solid Brown's mechanics are. Zero hesitation on the catch-and-shoot bucket.
Now Bonner. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Los Angeles Sparks ball. Substitution on the court.
Brown with it. 13 points in this game. Outside McDonald. And the layup's good off the glass.
Getting fancy with the rock. Ari McDonald killing it.
The Sun trailing. Jefferson outside.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
Here's McDonald. It's tipped. Now here's Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. Jefferson. She's guarded by Stevens. And again, no good by Connecticut. Here's Cook. Bonner defending. Back to McDonald. Brown. That's good, and it's Ari McDonald with the assist.
No question, Lexi Brown has found her rhythm in this one. The buckets just keep on coming.
Pass to Jefferson. Down low. Mitchell. She gets that one.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Sparks with possession here. It's a 5-point game. And here's Cook. Six to shoot. Rebounded by the Sun. Jefferson outside. Pass to Egbo. And stolen by Stevens. Here's McDonald. Nelson Adota with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
That one goes in.
Great focus from Bonner there. Got to do more than this to slow her down if you're the defense.
Now McDonald. Out to the left wing. She tries for 3. And the call will be against Brown. That's her first foul.
First personal foul, team's first. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Sun. They trail by 3. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Jefferson. Guarded by McDonald. Bonner inside. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Great movement from Egbo, setting a solid pick, then releasing for the hoop.
Pass to Stevens. Good if it goes. She knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together, and they may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did she get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials in the replay center in Secaucus. I think she got it off in time. The replay, it leaves little doubt.
But certainly, it's worth being certain, and that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Absolutely. Let's get these calls right in our game.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
Good thing we have the replay to go to. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want to get every call right. Glad we were able to review that one.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Sparks on top. They lead by 3. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Here's Harris. Pass to Banham. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
The Sparks leading. And here's McDonald. Pass to Burrell. Hamby. A beautiful reverse layup.
There's a reason Hamby shoots such a high percentage. She's intelligent at knowing how to score inside.
Now here's Carrington. Out to the wing. Back to Thomas. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
With the ability to score from difficult positions, Thomas is dependable when her team calls her number.
Nurse outside. Pass to Burrell. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Sun. Now Banham. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now here's Harris. Guarded by McDonald. Jones with it. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by McDonald.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Pass to Hamby. Here's Nurse. Here's the floater. Now Stevens. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. And when we talk about a team going through a rebuild, what's important?
Bit of an obvious answer, but you just have to hit your draft picks. The best way to acquire franchise-level talent is through the draft, so you better nail your picks.
And in that same vein, you know, luck is a key factor. Winning the lottery helps, but also, who is the number 1 pick? Is it a player like Asia Wilson who can change the course of your franchise? Or is it someone who is more of a role player? That's beyond team's control.
And she makes the first.
Yeah, selected to the WNBA All-Rookie team after an impressive first year. I would say Stevens has a bright future ahead of her, wouldn't you say?
And that's good as she hits both shots. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Carrington. Mitchell outside. Thomas with the ball. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And here's Burrell. Pass to Nurse. Shot clock at 5. Stevens. Here's Clarendon. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Clarendon. She's got 5. Pass to Nurse. That one is off. Excellent D from Alyssa Thomas. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell, defended by Nurse. Now here's Harris. And again, Connecticut no good.
I guess she thought she could beat some very tight defensive coverage right there.
Thomas with the steal. Misses from close range. Now here's Clarendon. D right on her. Here's Stevens. That's good, and it's Asia Clarendon with the assist.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Harris. Here's Mitchell. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. Pass to Clarendon. The basket is good. That's her 6th attempt and her 3rd make.
Love the selfless, intelligent play by Hamby. Puts the ball into the wide open shooter's hands.
Carrington with the ball. Here's Harris. Bangs home the trifecta.
You know what?
3 points.
I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
And the Sparks call time here.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
Sparks making a switch here.
Clean you. Lexi Brown.
Outside Clarendon. Pass to Brown. Now Hamby. Outside Clarendon. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Carrington. Now here's Thomas. She's covered by Hamby. Outside for Thomas. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's Carrington missing.
They did a very good job challenging that shot.
Here's Nurse. The shot's good.
What a feed by Brown, an off guard maybe by position and by trade. Her passing abilities get better each year in the league.
Now here's Thomas. 6 points for her. Here's Harris. That 3 off the mark. It's Kia Nurse on the wing, covered by Carrington. Kept alive. Here's Nurse. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
What desire from Nurse. She wanted it more, and she got it.
Timeout called the Sun. As we head towards the 30th season of the WNBA, what stands out to you guys in terms of the state of the league?
Yeah, to me, it's just how great a position the league is in. We've got exciting young stars, ratings, records being set every single year, and just the overall feeling around the W.
I sense that too, that we're all building something, and this thing is continuing to improve. That's what's the most exciting thing for me. I think the best is yet to come.
Here we go, fans. Put your hands together for your Los Angeles Sparks dancers. Give them a hand, fans. Your youth dance squad.
Jefferson outside. Now here's Mitchell. Back to Jefferson. Pass to Egbo. To the middle. Mitchell. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
If Mitchell gets to the rim, she's usually going to convert. She's such a skilled finisher.
Here's Cook. She's guarded by Egbo. And yeah, it's good. Here's Jefferson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Mitchell. Nelson Adota. Knocked loose. And here's Egbo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
The defense has to play tight on her, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss.
Cook can't get it to go. And here's Jefferson. Another shot, and she sinks the layup.
But despite being one of the shortest players in the league, Jefferson plays with a lot of heart.
Here's Cook. Bonner defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Pass to
half.
Clarendon. Good D by Mariah Jefferson.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Jefferson does not take a ton of shots from downtown, but she does hit at a solid clip.
Here's Cook. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Bonner. Again, the miss by the Sparks. The Sun trailing. Pass to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Egbo. That's in there. Tiffany Mitchell with the assist.
Carving out just enough space. Queen Egbo holding court.
Outside Clarendon. Now here's Brown. The three is up. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Los
As she
Angeles
should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing?
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Away team. Mariah Jefferson.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That free throw, no good.
A smaller guard, Mariah Jefferson is 5'6", quick, someone you trust to run your offense.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Sparks leading. Pass to Hamby. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Now here's Bonner. She has 7. Here's Banham. There's the 3. That's no good. Misses her first shot of the night. Pass to Brown. Good, and De'Erica Hamby gets the assist.
And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Sparks on top, up by 12. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters.
One of the stories here, Brown getting it done today.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
Pass to Egbo.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Jones inside, working on Stevens. And fouled hard that time. And we'll get 2 shots at the line. That one's on Stevens. And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Brianna Jones.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one.
You just got to love the old school nature of Jones's game. 6'3", doesn't take a lot of threes, knows her role, interior scoring and defense.
And she makes both free throws. Now the Sparks with it. Outside Clarendon. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. That's good, and it's Asia Clarendon with the assist.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space in the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
Now here's Thomas. And here's Bonner. The 9-foot shot. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Stevens picks one up. And it's her first trip to the line.
For the away team, Joanna Bonner.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
The competitive edge Bonner gives her team simply cannot be overstated. Her intensity on the floor has already led her to multiple championships.
And so she hits both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Clarendon.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing.
Alyssa Thomas with the rebound.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Here's Carrington. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To the inside. Hamby. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
That's not easy. I mean, to get bumped and still hit it like Hamby, it's so hard to do.
Now here's Thomas. She has 6. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Thomas.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
And here are the Sparks now. 10-point lead. Nurse outside. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. Thomas with the ball. And Nurse picks her up defensively.
And that one's good. Thomas.
Well, that level of toughness should energize Thomas's teammates. She invites contact from opponents.
Pass to Nurse. Fires the 3. The shot off that time.
Carrington with the ball.
Brown's there.
They get it back.
Thomas. And she lays it straight in.
And when Alyssa Thomas is scoring like this, with everything else she does,
Timeout.
she looks like the best player on the floor.
And the Sparks call time here.
Oh, they're pretty disappointed, this coaching staff, and rightfully so. Just they're giving up a big run right now. Got to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah, they haven't really looked good at all here lately. Something's got to change for them. Let's see what the coaching staff has up their sleeve.
Sparks making a change here.
All right, fans, that was your new Dance Squad. Make some noise.
Nurse outside. Burrell. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. She makes her 10th basket of the night from the field. She has missed on 3 this game.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Now here's Harris. She has 5. It's hauled in by Burrell.
Well, got it in close, but credit the tight defense for forcing the miss.
Defense like that ups the degree of difficulty on that shot by about what? I'd say 300%?
308% maybe.
Okay, I like that.
Here's Thomas. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Big time putback. What a great motor she has.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder than her.
And night in and night out, this is the kind of effort level she gives you.
Now here's Nurse. With some arc. And Bonner pulls it down. The Sun trailing. To the paint. Thomas. And good that time.
Well, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been terrific, too, during this crucial stretch.
Absolutely, Brian. You need both sides of the ball to get back in this game.
Now here's Brown. She's got 26. Kicks it out to Hamby. Burrell, covered by Harris. Just 3 to shoot. Burrell, no good. And so here is Connecticut. Down low. And so she draws the foul on the shot. And a trip to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
It's on to Erica Hamby.
Plays hard, but always with respect, and it goes back to Thomas's graceful presence, not just on the court, but off the court.
She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. The Sun making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. The Sparks leading. Now McDonald. Hamby outside. Burrell. Pass to Stevens. Shoots over Jones. The shot by Stevens. No good. Mitchell with it. 6 points for her. Bonner. Guarded by McDonald. Shoots. And she drops that one in.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Sparks now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Burrell. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Second personal foul.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
At the line for Los Angeles, Ray Burrell.
And the first one falls for her. Both teams will make substitutions. That one misses. Here's Banham, looking for her first basket still in this one. Offensive board. Mitchell for the tie. And she hits it to tie up the game.
For a guard, Tiffany Mitchell does a great job on the glass, and she understands that second chance points are huge.
Pass to Burrell. Stevens. McDonald with it. She's covered by Thomas. Melissa Thomas with the rebound. And here's Connecticut. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here. The Sun making a switch here.
Substitution for the Sun. Olivia Nelson-Ododa.
And here's Banham. Bonner outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
Pass to Cook.
To the inside. Stevens. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
Well, no task is too tall for Stevens because she'll fight through contact all day if she has to.
This is her second trip to the free throw line in this one. The Sun trailing. Now here's Mitchell. 8 points for her. Now Banham. Stevens grabs the board.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Here's Burrell. Pass to McDonald.
Five on the clock. Trying her luck from deep. And Azare Stevens picks up the foul.
Azare Stevens.
That's her 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul.
So both teams
Foul.
changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Jefferson, guarded by McDonald. Egbo gets the bucket.
Well, Jefferson can be a keen passer. Get this open, and she'll find you.
The Sparks trailing. Pass to Stevens.
Outside McDonald.
Fires from deep. And she was fouled in the act of shooting an opportunity for a three-point play.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Jefferson with it.
5 points in the game. Pass to Banham. The three ball.
Cook grabs the miss.
The Sparks with the lead.
McDonald. Now Cook.
6 to shoot. Pulls it. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Even though it went down, that's not the kind of shot they should be settling for. Just look at the coach's face.
Jefferson, right side. Pass to Banham. The baseline J. Rebound by the Sparks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Outside McDonald.
Pass to Stevens.
Nelson Adota with the rebound.
And here's Banham. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bonner with it. Three-pointer. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Sparks on top. They lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
What a terrific, unselfish play. Could have tried to take it herself, but chose to set up her teammate. And what a setup it was.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, she's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see her orchestrating for her teammates instead.
And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat.
Now here's Clarendon. Now here's Brown.
And there's the foul. It's on Thomas. That's her third foul of the game.
Foul. First team foul.
Here's Hamby. Clarendon up top. Pass to Brown. The 3.
On you like glue. Carrington puts a lot of pride in her defense.
Here's Bonner, defended by Nurse. Now Harris. That's tipped. 3-on-3.
They grab their own miss. Hamby misses.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Harris. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
Pass to Brown. From deep. Drops in the tray.
Quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Now Harris. Back to Thomas. This one for 3. Here's Jones. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that was some excellent positioning from Jones on the offensive glass, getting herself room to grab the ball and send it back.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Now the Sparks with it. 2-point game. And the basket by Brown.
Check out the energy Brown brings to her offensive play, crashing through contact and draining it in.
Now here's Harris. She's guarded closely. Carrington. Pass to Harris. From downtown. Hamby grabs the miss.
You know, not the best shot, long range, defender right in her jersey.
And that's just the kind of defensive work she's known for, and she can really take that shot away from you.
Now here's Brown. Nurse outside. Clock at 4. Brown with it. Covered by Carrington. Releases. The shot by Brown, no good. Pass to Carrington. Alyssa Thomas on the wing. Good for her 8th field goal. She's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, the paint is Thomas's bread and butter because she is very confident in her ability to score inside.
Outside Clarendon. Launches it. And Jones pulls it down.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense has taken a big chance leaving her open behind the arc, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Thomas. And that ties the game.
A solid distributor. Harris understands her teammates depend on her to get them involved.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this 4th quarter. Here's Nurse. It's rebounded by Thomas. Bonner right side. Pass to Thomas. To take the lead. Up again. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's some nice work on the offensive glass.
Here's Clarendon. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harris. Bonner outside. Pass to Thomas. Harris with it. Puts up a 3. That one falls, coming off of Alyssa Thomas's feet.
Nice to see Harris show up from long range. Her 3-ball really took off in her final year of college.
Timeout called the Sparks. One player who's been getting it done is Thomas.
She's been attacking the rim with force. They need to deny her the ball in the paint, keep her away from the bucket.
Sparks with possession here. Trailing by 5. Pass to Brown. Back to Clarendon. Stevens. Guarded by Jones. Stevens. That's good.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Now Bonner.
Clarendon with an eye.
Now Jones. Now Carrington. She's covered by Brown. And a foul called on the shot. Got on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. That's on Kia Nurse.
Yeah, and one of the buzzwords that you hear about Carrington is aggression. She brings a very aggressive mindset to every time she steps on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Sparks trailing. Nurse outside. Stevens. Back to Nurse. Lays it up and in off the nice reverse.
Well, Nurse does most of her work out at the perimeter, but let her inside and she'll make you pay.
Now here's Harris. Clarendon covering. Harris can't hit.
The defense was ready for her, got a hand in her face, and made that one much tougher.
And that's something that every team needs. Rugged interior defense to just make your opponent think twice about coming down the lane.
Now here's Brown. Clarendon, that's good.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
The Sun on offense. They lead by 1. Pass to Carrington. And here is Jones. She's guarded by Stevens. Here's Carrington. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Here's Clarendon. The Sun pull it in. Bonner right side. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
On offense, Bonner is just relentless. Refuses to back off and drains a much-needed bucket.
Pass to Nurse. Now here is Stevens. Here's Brown. The rebound by Harris.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
And the basket by Carrington.
Showing a little strength right there. Carrington probably got fouled, but was able to brush off the contact pretty easily.
The Sparks call timeout.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside, and they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
So it's the Sparks now. 7-point differential. Inside, tipped.
Stolen by Brianna Jones.
To the middle. Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Sparks. Right side, Clarendon. Alyssa Thomas with the
2
rebound.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second.
A bulldozer going through the lane. Thomas is durable over the course of a basketball game, and she's constantly in attack mode.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
Harris with it. Pass to Thomas. Chalk up 2 right there. And here are the Sparks now. They trail by 9 points. Here's Clarendon. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next.
First personal foul. Teams first.
That one on Harris.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Lasia Clarendon.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. And that one falls, so she hits both of them. And so here's Connecticut. Bonner outside. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Clarendon. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up for her.
She has some impressive moves in her collection. That's a good one, but really, it's one of many.
And here are the Sun. They lead by 4. Jones right side. Harrington. Pass to Harris.
Beyond the arc. And the Sun hit again from deep.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Now here's Clarendon. Brown with it.
Shot clock at 6 from deep three-point range.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
And here's Carrington.
So we get to see the Sun get the win here.
That's the end of
This
the
was a
game.
hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
Thank you for
They
coming out
really
and
had to
supporting
work
your
for this
team.
one.
Please
Yeah,
take
weaker
care to get
teams,
home
they might have
safely, and
buckled
we'll
at
see
the
you
end.
at the next
Really,
event.
with that crowd amped up, everyone in the building rooting against them. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
And that'll wrap it up